Welcome back to another Drum Magazine Groove Analysis drum lesson. I'm Nate Brown, and in this lesson I'm going to go over the Avenged Sevenfold song, Shepherds of Fire. And if you haven't checked out drummagazine.com yet, make sure you do it. There's a lot of lessons, articles, and other things to learn from, so make sure you check it out. I'm going to go over the counting of this. You've got a crash cymbal, and I chose to use the medium crash because it's located here. I can reach it better. If you want to do a different crash than that because you like the sound better, just got to make sure you can get back over. So it's got a driving 4 in the floor with the bass drum. 3, 4, and those are flams on the tom. So one stick's going to be lower, about 2 inches from the head. The other stick's up, and they both drop at the same time. It's important it sounds like one distinct, well, not one, I guess, yeah, one sound together. Almost like a little bit of a delay. You don't want it to be too far apart, like two distinct hits. It's got to be... So N4 and N4 and. I do both right-handed flams, which is with the right stick higher. So that's 1 and a 2, 3, 3, 4, 1 and a 2, and 1 and a 2. Now it repeats the crash again. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now when you get onto the second line, those flams are going to happen more often. It builds the song. It's a nice progression. Okay, the first ending, if you're not familiar with that, you play the first ending and there's a repeat sign, which sends you all the way back to the previous repeat sign, which is at the beginning of line number 2. Once you play the first ending, when you get to it the next time, you skip it completely and you go straight to the second ending. So starting from, we'll say line 3, we'll pretend that we skipped the first ending, went on to the second ending. So when you get to the second ending, it changes a little. 1 and the 2. Count 3s on the bass, and is the high tom. 4 and. We've got this cool pattern here with the crashes on the ands, except that there's some chokes. And a cymbal choke in this case is a little, it looks like a staccato note or a staccato dot above the note. So you're going to crash and catch. You can either do that with a single hand, miss like I did, or you can hit it with the other. So you'll have 1 and a 2, 3 and 4 and. All right, so every other one there is choked. 4 and. And you can change up the cymbals or use the same one, however you want. It actually might sound cool on that same one. Now on line 3, what's really cool about this beat is there's nothing on count 1. It just starts on count 2. So you're coming from these ands, and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. It almost makes the listener hear that backbeat as it's like on 1 and 3, but it's not. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So that's cool. Look at the end of line 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 4 and again, I go back and forth just to keep it moving around a little bit. I'm on the 4th line. All right, the fill there at the end of the 4th line is the same as what we just had. So this whole intro, it's got a lot of syncopation, a cool build on the toms. It's a really good drum piece. Now the verse is pretty cool. You've still got that rest on count 1. The beginning, it starts on count 2, which gives you the feeling that again the snare drum is on 1 and 3, but it's not, and you've got a double bass pattern. Now what can be difficult is playing that first bass with the snare. So 1 E and the 2 E and 3 and. That last stroke I like to do with my right foot. 2 E and a 3 and 4 and. 2 E and a 3 and 4 and. Now the first ending has that fill. Notice it keeps that fill pattern the same as in the intro. When you get to the second ending, I really like this fill. Check it out. So I'm just going to play this for you all the way through one more time along with you. Enjoyed this lesson and can take some of these techniques you learned and apply it to your drumming arsenal. And don't forget to check out drummagazine.com. Keep drumming.